Hey Glenn, how's it going? Everyone's gonna be starting to come back. I just had my Periscope crash on me. Sorry about that, guys. I guess had way too much open on my phone. Welcome, Iz. Gonna be talking about business today, guys. Gonna be figuring out what you guys do in business. Maybe you just work a lame job that you hate. Gonna help you figure out some ways to make lots of money from the internet. I introduce myself here shortly once people start rolling on in. Welcome Ella, welcome Iva. Where's everyone from today? I'm chilling out here in Toronto and just working on a new setup for where I'm going to be putting my Periscope phone every time. What's everyone up to today? From Israel. Awesome, welcome. South Texas, Dagestan. That's great, guys. Well, welcome. And welcome, Richard. And I actually just bought this new lens that's going to allow me to zoom in on my computer screen and all this stuff coming in this week from Amazon. So I'll have a proper stand and all this fun stuff to make the Periscope experience go much better. I'm just going to kind of lean that there. So guys, who here runs a business? I'll tell you a little bit about myself, and then we'll kind of get into making some money from the internet, because now is the easiest time at the moment, especially on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. There's all these vehicles of social media where you can just make a crap ton of money from, and everyone's just missing it and they're overcomplicating it, and I'm going to help you kind of simplify it. Put it in layman's terms and give you kind of a plan to move forward with to make some money with. You guys like making money? Do you guys want to learn about things like that on today's Periscope? Does that sound like a plan? And that the way we kind of move forward and judge on how I'm going to be teaching you things is just throw some hearts. If you like what I'm talking about, that's going to allow me to know that you're listening and you're interested and you want to keep learning more of what I have to say. So, my name is Anthony Rocca. I'm 28 years old. I live here in Toronto, and I have been a full-time internet marketer since 1999. I started at the young age of 12 years old. Most people were out in the back and playing hockey, and I was on the computer designing graphics and making a crap ton of money. And I've been doing that my entire life so far, and I taught myself. So I'm a real person. I'm not some big celebrity that's trying to sell you some $5,000 luxury DVD to teach you everything. I have real knowledge, and I've worked with hundreds of businesses around the world. And I have a really unique way of figuring out your current situation and figuring out what you know, what you need to know, and putting it into an easy plan to make it profitable for you. Alright guys, and in the process I've given away a lot of cherries and all that fun stuff, but we'll get into that in later things. So today is just an Ask Me Anything. So I'm giving you guys the floor, the opportunity to, it can be about business, it can be about internet marketing. That's my forte, that's my specialty. But as you can see in the background, I also got turntables. I have a music studio, so I love to DJ at nightclubs and stuff like that. The Niners are doing horrible this year. I didn't even know if I wanted to do a Periscope today because I got so upset over the game yesterday. We're not going to have a good year. We have a new team. We have a new coach. They don't seem to be working very well together. So we're probably, if you're a football fan and you see that you're going to be playing the 49ers this year, most likely you're going to win. So, but I have been to the new Levi's Stadium in San Francisco, and I must say I've been to a lot of football stadiums in North America, and it's the best one. So, what do you guys do? Tell me what you do for a living. Someone in here said that they are unemployed. And I keep hearing that over and over and over again. Santa Clara. Cool. Welcome, Stewie. How can you make money over the internet? Well, that's a pretty broad question, but I can kind of give you some advice in some direction, and then you kind of figure out what works for you. Easiest way is going to be Facebook. Facebook, there's like, I know it's down right now, they're having like infrastructure issues, but Facebook is the easiest way for you to build a brand around yourself or to solve a problem that people are having and then offering them a solution and charging money for it. Alright, I'll give you another example on how you can make money from Facebook. You sell musical instruments. Fantastic. Well, Facebook is great for marketing physical products, such as musical instruments. What type of musical instruments do you sell? And the reason why I ask that is, are you already selling on Facebook? Because if you're not, you're missing a huge big piece of the pie. Because people on Facebook, they like guitars, they like keyboards, they like DJ equipment, they like pianos, they like drums, you name it, right? They like all kinds of musical instruments. Microphones like this, studio microphones, and every single one of these, what is this? This is a Shure microphone, right? Can I come work for you? I live in the UK, I love hockey. Well, I'll tell you what, Matt, you can add me on Facebook, follow Anthony Rocca on Twitter, and follow my Periscope. Hit me up on Facebook, literally, add me on Facebook, and message me and we can talk. I have remote employees all over the world. We'll get you started in the UK, see if we get along well, and then go from there. So, okay, so back to Avils. And if I'm providing you guys some value today, like I was saying, just tap on the screen with hearts. It knows that I'm going to continue on the direction of the conversation. So you pretty much sell everything to do with music equipment, right? So if I was you, make yourself a Facebook page for your company, and every single day post a different video, a how to use drums video, a how to play piano like Mozart video, all kinds of different helpful tips, okay? See what your audience reacts to best. Now initially, if you have no audience, then you have to go find it. So that's what I was leading to. This brand of microphones are Shure. Those turntables down there, Pioneer. What you do, you open up a Facebook advertising account. Have you ever done any Facebook advertising before? You know, when you're chatting to your friends on Facebook and you see the advertisement showing up on your feed, you see them scrolling along the right-hand side. Welcome. Those ads, people like me are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Literally, I turn the ads on, I go out and sit on the patio with my buddies, go to a movie, go play some golf, go play some hockey, play some video games on my Xbox, come back and there's money in my account every single day. Because Facebook advertisement gives me that flexibility. Okay, so no. So you definitely need to do that. Okay? If you sign up for a Facebook advertisement account right now, just go on Google. Like I said, I don't got my tripod here right now. I just ordered a new one, so next week I'll be kind of showing my screen off. So I'm just going to give you some verbal advice right now. Go on Google, type in Facebook advertising credit. And since you've never signed up for Facebook ads before, they will give you $100 of free advertising. So you can start off with nothing, create an account, they'll give you $100. And here's what I would do. I would create an ad for all the main brands of musical instrument products that you sell. So Yamaha keyboards, whatever drums, whatever type of, no, not like an affiliate. You said you sell the products, right? Do you sell them on a website? Do you have like an e-commerce store? Like I can go to your website right now and I can see all the musical instruments you're selling and then I can buy them? Is that what you kind of got going? And guys, I know you're listening, but I can handle a lot at once. So if you guys are running a business online, you got questions, throw them in here. I'll take care of you. Also share the broadcast if you find it helpful. Give me some hearts. That's really going to help me grow and get out to as many people on Periscope as possible. So marcom.co.il. Let's see this. marcom.co.il. So what we're doing, guys, is we have someone in Periscope right now who sells musical instruments, and that's about it. So right now I don't see any products that are for sale. Oh, Marum. Okay. It's funny that someone's got that domain as well. marom.co.il. Um, I don't see musical instruments on there either. So I'm just going to go broad. Assuming you have a website that sells musical instruments, yeah, I don't see them on here, but that's okay. It's just, it's not in English, so I can't really decipher it at the moment. Okay, so you got a website, you're selling musical instruments. Am I the Wolf of Wall Street? No, because I don't do drugs, and I don't rip people off, and I've made a living all by myself, self-taught. So, love the movie though, and I'm a big Leo fan. So, but, and yeah, we already had the 49ers chat. But, okay, so you got a website, and you are selling musical instruments. So what you do is you list down, like I was saying, all the brands, Yamaha, Shure, Pioneer, whatever you got. And you make ads on Facebook using that $100 free budget that they give you. And the ad's going to say something like, do you like Yamaha? Click here. Do you like Yamaha? Then like our page. Start building likes to the page. What you also want to do is create a separate ad. And what do you have on sale right now? Is it like drums or keyboards or whatever? Or you make a sale for your Facebook ads. Do you like Yamaha keyboards? Click here to get 15% off, and you show a model. And what you're going to be doing is linking people to your website. So what happens is Facebook knows all the people that are liking Yamaha products already on Facebook, and they're going to show those people the advertisement, and those ads are going to link back to your website. Okay? That's how you make money off Facebook, basically. There's a lot of technicalities and a lot of different split testing. For example, you can target people who are just using an Android phone, and then you can also make a separate ad targeting people that are using an iPhone. And then you can compare. Do more people buy Yamaha keyboards with this sale that use Android, or that use iPhone, or that use their computer, or that use an iMac? You can get really detailed, and you can use different images. Merrillmusic.com. Okay, let's look at that. I'm gonna fire that open. Oh, there's a dash in between. Okay, so I'm pulling it up now. Let's take a peek. So at merrillmusic.com, it's loading, and okay, good. Okay, this is what I was looking for. So it's an e-commerce website. So you're selling musical equipment. Again, it's not in English, but just one moment. Can't wait to get my new mount coming from Amazon with my zoom lens as well. Okay, so you sell Korg, Casio, 2-box, Virus, so kind of like wind instruments, MIDI, guitar, drum and percussion, pretty much everything to do with musical instruments. Fantastic, okay? So let me ask you right now, how are you advertising? Are you buying radio ads, newspaper ads, television? Like, how do you get people to come onto your website? How do you get people to come into the store? What are you doing right now to advertise and grow your business? No. So let me ask you just a very simple question then. How do you expect to sell anything if you don't advertise? Besides word of mouth, right? Besides word of mouth, how is anyone going to know about Merrill Music? Like, there's a million music stores out there. Like, there's 4 or 5, because like I said, I'm big into music myself, and audio engineering. There's, like, Long and McQuaid. There's, like, 4 or 5 main music, like, shops in my city here alone. So, what is going to make me want to go to Merrill Music and buy something on your website, as opposed to going to all these other guys that are very established, that I know have good sales, that I know take care of me when I go in there? Are you starting to see where I'm going? You need to get on Facebook, and you need to show people your USP, your unique selling points. What makes you great? So you've been in business since 1973. If you've been in business since 1973, long before I was even born, then you're doing something right, probably offline. You probably have a shop that people come into and they're buying products off of you, correct? And so you've been making money. Great. My concern is that you're not advertising on the internet, okay? the whole direction of the universe is going digital. All right. A couple years ago, Budweiser was the #1 sponsor for Super Bowl advertisement on TV. You'll notice last year, Budweiser didn't do any advertising on the Super Bowl because it was costing them between $2 to $5 million to advertise on TV for the Super Bowl. They weren't seeing that return on investment. Where have they put it into? All Facebook, all internet advertising. Unique and fun campaigns, giveaways, games, mobile apps, everything to do with the internet. Okay? So if the big brands are doing that and they're already seeing the future, you need to be doing that too. And it's so easy. TV is way too expensive. And the more and more less people that are watching TV, the more money it's going to cost you to advertise on TV. So it just eliminate that from your marketing plan. Earlier this year, in March, I was at the Nightclub and Bar Convention in Las Vegas. And John Taffer, who is on the TV show Bar Rescue, it's his event, and I was sitting there. I was about 5th row, and I was watching him speak. He came onto the platform, welcomed us all to the event, and he asked us, everyone put your hand up in the air who's advertising on the internet. I'd say a quarter of us put our hands up. And most of the people in the room own nightclubs, they own bars. So it was pretty shocking to me to see that 3/4 of the audience isn't advertising on the internet. And then he went on to say, everyone with their hands down, stand up and leave. Because his whole presentation was about how digital is the future. 20% of Bar Rescue's audience that watches the show is from TV. The other 80%, he showed us the stats, are all people going on spiketv.com and watching the episodes online. So if you're an advertiser that's trying to advertise to people watching Bar Rescue, the TV show, are you going to want to advertise really big bucks to 20% of the audience on the TV, or are you going to want to advertise less money to the other 80% of people that are watching it on the website? That's a no-brainer. You're going to advertise on the website, okay? Same thing with Facebook. It's the same concept, except it's so much cheaper. Let me give you some numbers. If you go and sign up for a Facebook ad account right now, and you apply the $100 coupon, so you get $100 free to advertise on Facebook, you will reach thousands of your target audience for under $100. And if you can't make one sale there, that's where people like me can look at your current campaigns and help you fix that. Great. So people know you in Israel. You have 4 stores. Here's my recommendation for you. I want you to click on my name. I want you to click follow. I want you to follow AnthonyTheRocca.com on Twitter. I want you to go find me on Facebook and add me there, and we're going to chat after this Periscope where we can book some time to talk. Because to me, it seems like you have an okay site. I can see all kinds of problems with it. For example, if I go on your website right now, it's just this kind of slideshow just showing images. That does nothing. People, when they hit your website, no. However, if we go to a website like Amazon, if you go on Amazon.com right now, yeah, they have the slideshow, but look, they're hitting you with their top picks. The 2015 coat guide, 20% off this, items you may be inspired by, our daily picks. What you're going to start to notice is if you make your site to look a lot like how Amazon does things, where there's a toll-free phone number, there's reviews, there's a lot of authority going on there, people will be a lot more comfortable with buying off your website because it's similar to other e-commerce leaders in the industry. The moment that you start trying to get original and making your site kind of how you think it should look and it not conversion friendly, all that money you're going to spend on advertising is going to not convert for you. You're going to get no results from that. And that's not the goal here, right? You want to put some money in Facebook. The store in Tel Aviv makes $150K a month. Okay, that's absolutely fantastic. So if you're making $150 a month in sales from Marom, then you definitely need to reach out to me because you clearly aren't a startup. That's what I run into a lot on here. I have a lot of people hit me up and say, Anthony, you are a marketing genius. You understand how to take businesses and grow them online, but I'm just starting out, I have no money. It's difficult for me to help those people because it does take money to advertise on the internet. But when you have revenue that's coming in those numbers, even if you were only making $15,000 a month, I'd easily be able to help you grow that revenue to $150,000 a month online. No problem. I have like 9 clients who do over 7 figures a year on the internet, and I manage all of their campaigns. All right, I manage like over $100 million in spend a year on Facebook. So I understand what you're saying. It's great to be a business owner and talk about all the money you're making, but what concerns me is you're not advertising on the internet. So right now, to me, in my eyes, you're making $0 off the internet, and that is very concerning. All right. So if all you're claiming to say is you're making a lot of money in these stores and you want to grow online, then reach out to me. I'm going to help you. All right. I'm telling you right now, the website that you have currently in its current state, it's pretty good, but it's not going to sell you anything. All right. And actually, if I go, I haven't even clicked on anything. Like, if I go and click on some products here, right? Can I buy anything on your website? All right, there's some guitars. All right, let's click on that. I'll click on a guitar. All right. Yeah, I can actually, looks like I can buy it on here, right? It's tough to make out because I don't understand the translation, which is something you'd have to help me with. One thing I can tell you right now is, like, look, you have reviews. Are you think of the need to sell outside? No, I'm not saying you need to sell outside of Israel. I'm saying there's millions of people from Israel that are on Facebook right now that have never heard about you, right? So what I'm saying is that you need to get on Facebook and you need to advertise to these people, and you need to advertise Meram on Facebook, 100%. Like when I come here, like, oh, there's a Facebook button. Let's look. You have a Facebook page. Okay, so we're getting somewhere here. So the good thing is we're not starting from ground zero here, right? I'm not trying to teach you Facebook. You already have a page. So that's good. When I look at your Facebook cover, for example, it's a collage of images. It doesn't do anything for me. You need to put some calls to action that get people's attention the moment they hit your page. So for example, I'd have some verbiage on there that says something like, offering you the lowest price musical equipment in all of Israel. Voted the #1 music shop in Israel. Right? You need some words on there that people see once they arrive to your Facebook page that make them go, oh, okay, well, I'm in the market to buy a guitar. Now I seem to be at a place that's selling me the cheapest or the best price guitar. Right? It's all about how you market yourself on the internet, and there's a science and a lot of practice behind it to get good at that, right? So to me, it looks like you put some videos on there, you put some pictures, and that's about it. Change the subject. Pick. What do you mean? But yeah, so I don't know how many people stuck around while we went off on a little tangent here, but guys, if you want to add into this conversation, please do. But if you have a business that you currently run, please tell me more about it in the chat. I'm going to be sticking around here for probably 15-20 more minutes. And then I'm going to be going out for a lovely sushi dinner, and then I'm going to have some friends over. We're going to watch the football game tonight. And it's going to be a good time. And then I'll be back on here tomorrow. So, picture. I still don't know what you mean by picture, though. But thanks for the hearts, guys. I really appreciate it. Let me tell you what. Meram Music, did you follow me on Twitter? Let's see if you did. I like to keep people accountable because it shows that I'm on the ball, and I want you to operate like I do. If we're both on the same page, things are just going to be so much easier. Notifications. I don't think so. Alright, so I need you to follow me on Twitter, and I want you to follow me here on Periscope. And, okay, no problem. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to like your page. Hey, it's Anthony from Periscope. Boom, I just messaged you on Facebook, right? The power of direct messaging. Now you have me in your inbox on Facebook. I want you to click on my name. I want you to add me on Facebook. Let's talk. We'll jump on the phone. We'll see how we can work together. Luckily for you, because this doesn't always happen like this. This is why I've given you so much focused attention on this Periscope. I have a massive passion for music. Music is one of the most favorite things in my life. That it brings me lots of happiness when I'm stressed out. Music fixes everything. All right, I go to concerts every weekend. I play turntables, and I have a soundproof studio in the next room. So I mix music all the time. I can play guitar. I love jazz music. I get it. I know how to market to that crowd. I know how to sell it very well. All right. I started listening to Pink Floyd on vinyl since I was like 2 years old. I love the Beatles. I love classic. Of course, 70s and 80s are where music really was. And now it's all electronic and it's just all made by computer and it sounds like crap. I get it. But for you, even though I'm 28, I understand that audience a lot better than a lot of marketers do. See, most marketers, internet marketers, they're geeks. So they like techno and all the current stuff, which I do too, don't get me wrong. I like all music. But for what you're trying to sell, people that enjoy guitars and keyboards, kind of like, I'm going to take a stab in the dark of your demographic, okay? It's going to be somewhere between 35 and 65 male. Those are the people that are buying stuff at your shop, all right? People who grew up listening to music in the 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. But also, I'm going to also say that there's a new generation of like 15 to 25-year-old males who like kind of the geeky keyboard type of electronic music stuff too. We can sell to them too, but I'm telling you, they don't have credit cards, right? They don't have a job yet. They're not established in the world. They don't have a lot of money to spend. But the baby boomers, people who are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, Nord keyboards, right? The older audience, who's your target, we can crush it selling it to them on Facebook. Absolutely crush it. So I'm going to probably dip out of here. I highly suggest that you follow me on Periscope at least. So the next Periscope that I do, you can jump in here and listen. I don't just talk about Ask Me Anythings. Usually every day I have a set subject. Sometimes I'm on here 4 times a day. Whatever free time that I can free up, then I love to come on here and talk. Also talk a lot about lifestyle and things that you can do in your life. Okay, fantastic, awesome. So yeah, next step, go on Facebook, head to your computer, add me on there, and let's find a time where we can jump and figure out how to work together. Because, and that doesn't necessarily mean you have to hire me. There's always all kinds of flexibility that we can make in terms of, I'm trying to just offer you some value, okay? So, if you're, like I said, based on the numbers that you've told me, it seems like you guys are doing very well. Here's the problem. It will come to a point in time where offline is not going to work for you anymore. And I'm sure you may have even be noticing it now that sales are slowing down. The US dollar is doing brutal right now, especially here in Canada. The world, everything is so much more expensive, right? Just look at even the price of milk or eggs. All the commodities in the world are going up, which means it's costing people more money, which means they have less money to spend, or they're working even harder, which makes them more stressed, which makes them not spend. Okay? So you have a limited window, I think, in order to really cash in from the world before, I like to say, the house of cards is going to collapse. I really do believe there's another recession on the way, which is really going to hurt sales even more. So you need to plan ahead. And the moment that the offline world really craps the bed, there's people on the computer all day with their credit card. It's literally, credit card sitting right here. And they want to buy something. So put it in front of their face on Facebook and sell it to them. Alright? So a cord costs $5,000 in Israel. That's insane. If that's US dollars, unless that's Israeli money. I'm not sure of the, is it Kronos? Okay, let's see the conversion on that. 5,000 USD. All right, that's about right. 20,000. I don't know. Those numbers look about right. That's about, I don't know, 1,500. Okay, cool. Well, we can get into the conversion and stuff all about that. But I think we can both agree, before I wrap up this Periscope, that, and I think I showed you in a broad sense, and I appreciate the compliment about being nice. I like to treat people like I like to be treated, is that you are really hurting your business if you do not advertise on the internet. I think we can both agree on that moving forward, right? That you are hurting your business. It's costing you more money by not being online than it is being online. And it's not going to take that much work. And there's lots of options I can offer you as well once we jump on the phone. Do you have any other questions about internet marketing before I wrap things up? I know a couple new people joined in here, so welcome. I do apologize. I'm going to wrap it up soon because I'm hungry and I have friends to go out and enjoy the evening with. So, and Miriam, what was your name? I didn't catch your name, by the way, before I let you go. What's your name? Abby. All right, Abby. Nice talking with you. I really do appreciate you contributing and sharing your business with us today. Hopefully, you got a lot of value out of the game plan that I was showing you on why Facebook is a very valuable plan that you need to add into your marketing advertisement moving forward. All right. So everyone else, later, go 49ers. Let's win next week.